On this episode of Ridge Talk, we take a look at the 12 drivers who called the Glen Ridge Motorsports Park home that competed at the Malta Massive Weekend at the Albany-Saratoga Speedway this past weekend. It was a busy weekend, full of great racing action, and our drivers did very well. Let's take a look. Let's kick things off with the 2024 Glen Ridge Motorsports Park Dirt Car 358 Modified Track Champion, Lance Willix. Lance came into the night's action as the points leader in the overall Dirt Car 358 Modified standings, and he quickly set fast time in group number 2. When the heat race came out, he ended up finishing third, which qualified him for the feature event. He started 12th in that feature event, fell back a few spots, then came back to the front and finished 9th. As I mentioned, he came into the weekend as the points leader, but his 9th place finish dropped him to second, as he is now 2 points behind new leader Felix Waugh. 3 more events are on the calendar for the Dirt Car 358 Modified Series. October 8th at the Brewton Speedway, then Super Dirt Week to follow, and then the Brockville, Ontario Speedway on October the 19th. Next up, we go to Andrew Buff, our defending Dirt Car Sportsman Track Champion, and in all likelihood, the Dirt Car 358 Modified Rookie of the Year this season. He timed third quick in group number 5, and he won heat race number 5. That gave him a 4th place starting spot after the redraw for the feature event. He finished 6th in the feature event. He is now 5th in the overall Dirt Car 358 Modified point standings, 75 points behind Felix Waugh. CJ Castelletti timed 8th quick in group number 1. He would also finish 8th in the first heat race. That moved him to the second last chance showdown event, where he finished 9th outside of a qualifying spot. He ended up having to use a provisional to get into the field. It was also discovered that he broke the right front shock tower in the LCS. The crew pieced it back together for the feature, but he could only start and park just to get the points. He finished the weekend 13th in series points, 167 points behind Felix Waugh as they head to Brewton and Super Dirt Week. Canchahari's Brian Pessolano finished 6th in heat race number 4 after timing 5th quick. That moved him to the first last chance showdown, where he was running 3rd in a qualifying spot with just 1 lap to go when something broke on the number 24P. He ended up not qualifying for the feature event. Dale Gray pulled off on the start of heat race number 2, but he did start the second last chance showdown event. He would finish 11th in that event and did not qualify for the feature event. Bill August had the roughest and shortest night of the 12 track regulars that tackled the Malta Massive Weekend. He wrecked hard in the first hot lap session for the Dirt Car 358 Modifieds, which ended his evening. Moving on to the Dirt Car Sportsman Division, 2024 Glen Ridge Motorsports Park Dirt Car Sportsman Track Champion Zach Buff was in action. He timed 3rd quick in group number 5 and finished 3rd in heat race number 5. He started the feature event from the 11th position and finished 10th. Middle Grove's Taylor Watson was also in the field. He timed 3rd quick in group number 3 and finished 3rd in heat race number 3. He started the feature event from the 15th position and finished 14th. 2024 Glen Ridge Motorsports Park and Albany-Saratoga Speedway Limited Sportsman Division Track Champion Nick Brundage was the only driver of the 12 to do double duty on the weekend. He started things off on Friday night with the Dirt Car Sportsman Division in the Dirt Car Sportsman Championship Series event. He turned 4th quick time in group number 3 and finished 4th in heat race number 3, 1 spot out of qualifying. He won the 3rd last chance showdown event, started the feature event from the 20th position, and finished 19th. On Saturday, he took part in the Limited Sportsman $2,000 to win special event, where he finished 4th in the second heat race. He started the 35-lap go-around from the 14th position and finished 3rd. Chayton Young was also on hand. He finished 5th in heat race number 2 for the Limited Sportsman Division on Saturday afternoon. He started 18th in the feature event and finished 15th. Slater Baker out of Gloversville was the only driver in the Dirt Car Pro Stock Division to represent the Ridge. He timed 3rd quick in group number 2 on Saturday night and he finished heat race number 2 in the 4th position. He started the feature event from the 11th position and finished 13th. Slater now sits 7th in the Dirt Car Pro Stock overall standings, 98 points, behind series leader Pete Stefanski. The 2023 and 2024 Glen Ridge Motorsports Park Street Stock Track Champion, the superstar Jason Samroff, was in attendance on Friday night. He finished 2nd in heat race number 2 for the division. He started 8th in the feature event and battled his way up to the 5th position. Thank you very much for joining us on this episode of Ridge Talk. We'll be back with nightly updates from Super Dirt Week 52 at the Oswego Speedway as we track the progress of our weekly racers. You can see those updates plus some special features here on the Glen Ridge Motorsports Park and the LaGrange Media social media pages. This has been a LaGrange Media production.